Well, good morning, beautiful people. Well, today is a much better day, weather-wise anyway. Yesterday was an absolute disaster. We've got Rebecca in the tank. Did survive the night. Whether he heals up or not, that's a totally different question. Well, we're about 10:30 in the morning, and it's bleeding up, I'll tell you that. So the guys that went in there yesterday seem to be doing alright. There's number 12, and the Asagi. Yeah, he's been doing alright. So, go and grab these guys a bit of a feed, and I'll come back to you. So, there we go. Start off with a bit of sake in the morning. Now, putting those smaller guys in yesterday seems to have brought out the smaller fish a bit more. They're already in there. From the forest. They're doing alright. There's a little check. Oh no, that's the Asagi. Little check does it right a second ago. Number 12. Oh, that's a cute series up. Asagi. And this guy is in the tank. Little bookfish. Gone under them. There you go. Zoe's doing alright. Matsu Kawabaki was down the other end. So yeah, he came out of the tank underneath the yellow and black one. He's come out a little bit more. The he shower, I've seen him around as well today. So the first job of the day, get the hose pipe out. We're a little bit low on the pond. Give it a good top up. There he is. Give him in Kahaku. Just need his orange to go red. That is a Sakura. From New Forest. Chunky little fish, doing alright. He'll be moved into that little pond to grow on. Asagi, Matanashiki. Yeah, it seems to have brought those guys out, because they were a little bit hidden away. So, first job, get the hose pipe out, top the pond up, get the covers off the grow on, and then start building the new layer. So, and over the back there. There's an Kawabaki. Yeah, he's doing alright. The only one I haven't seen this morning is a little Puragina. I saw him last night and he was a little bit skittish. He's in there somewhere. No, can't see him. I'll have a good look round. See if I can spot him. There he was. Pretty skittish last night. Did come out and have a look with the torch. Did see him. Is that him over the back? Is that the Matsukawabaki? I think that's the Matsukawabaki. But overall, no issues as yet, which is always a good sign. So, let's get rocking and rolling. So, we've just had a delivery, and this is what I've been waiting for. And it's the last little bits of pipe for the filtration system. Obviously, I'm going to have to cut one down. Now this is 3-inch waste pipe, 82mm outside diameter, and this came from Pond Aqua. So, unlike drain pipes you find, this stuff is really solid. There's no giving that at all. It's quite thick walled. It's not as thick as pressure pipe, but there is no giving that solid. And it also comes nicely squared off. So as you can see, that is completely straight. Some pipe you get, or when I cut the pipe, can go a little wiggly wobbly, but that is cut true. So that's job 2 today, then we can get on with. Finally finished the filtration. Get the barrels linked together, get the inside done. First of all, go over there and get that frame made up. So, pretty good. And if you do order from Pond Aqua, they send you a little keyring as a gift. So I've got 2 now, a green one and a red one. So, there's your little keyring. I've got a green one indoors somewhere. Pretty cool, because it's also a fish. Right, jobs, let's get on. There we go. That's the new layer on. Not silicon down yet for obvious reasons. I'm going to take this front batten off, and I think I'm also going to take that one off. Let's clamp around the back there, unscrew it from there, because when I silicone it, I'll silicone the back in first, then reattach, and put some silicone on here, reattach this bit to that bit, and this bit to that bit, because here I am not going to be able to screw in from that way. So if I screw these 2 back together first, then put them back in and silicone down, that should work. And then I just got a screw on the front. It's because this one went on the wrong way, and it went on the wrong way because this split was meant to be at the back. Now I didn't know that the other side has also got a split that looks pretty much the same, so I picked that split up, thought it was the back, dropped it in place with the silicone already ready to go, and then Mum and Dad went on holiday, and by the time I noticed, the silicone had set, so there was no way of getting that out. So yeah, we've got an odd one there. I actually think I've got OCD as well, because it does annoy me. Need patterns out. I do like patterns. I like everything to be regimented. You want to see me when I'm playing city build games. It's unreal. There we go. Oh, sweating. Right then. Let's get those barrels off and put that filter unit together so I can show you what it actually is going to do. That's the front panel off. I've left the screws in, make it easier so they don't get lost. Screws are in that one there. So now the window can be cut out, and then this one can have a notch cut out of it for the window at the bottom, and it will sit back on top, and then we can get the window in eventually. Yeah, finally. I can't wait for that. Just got to do it right. Right then, what was we doing next? We're going to do finish off them barrels. Right, back to you in a sec. So, while we was making that level, I had forgotten that the hose pipe was on filling the pond up, and it got right up to the brim, and I thought, that grid's gone down a bit, but it hadn't. The water was higher than the grid, so I had to quickly run, turn the hose pipe off, and now we are doing a clean to turn that plug off. We are doing a clean to desperately try and take out the excess water. Now, the overflow had kicked in, but this pond was built before I knew about overflows, and all it is that pipe there where the airline comes through. That acts as the overflow. So as you can see, we're all wet inside there now, but still dripping a bit. Yeah. Another clean on cycle, and we should be good. The water still manky. So, as you can see, the pond is just under the, needs to come down a little bit more. What happens is, it gets too full, it actually goes up above the liner and comes out the top, around the edge. I'll show you that in a second. So as you can see, you got a little bit of drip coming out. That's where it's gone, over the liner. All around here. Yeah, take it down another half a brick. Should be alright. Once I fill the easy pod up again, empty that out, it should be fine, it should be the right level. Alright, so Dad's out the phone call that we've been waiting for. My uncle passed away around about 12:30 today, so at least he's not suffering anymore. That's sad news, but I've decided that I'm not going to let it get me down. I am going to finish this project. It's going to be good, and I'm going to finish it for him, for Uncle Dave. So, might have a funeral in between before it gets finished, but We'll get there. These guys are doing alright. Number 12 going around there. And Neo, he's found new buddies. I did see Purigina today, so he's alright. Matsu Kawabaki is just under the reed. Don't know if you're going to see him. Oh, he's come around there. There he is. So he's alright. Kiyetsuri we've seen, and the Asagi we've seen. So they seem to be getting on alright. Let's get this project done, because with that news and what's happened to the pond overflowing, we haven't got onto the barrels yet. I'll do that now. Alrighty then, so I've offered this up inside, and now because I've raised the water level, this bit of pipe is a little bit short. So what I'm going to do is take off these bands and fix that to there. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of a gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cable tie, I'm going to put it around there, cut it and glue it to that, and if I need another one, I'll put another one on until that fits that, and then so that will go to there, upright, and then this goes in there. Does fit. Or I can actually just make another one that's going to fit in the actual edge. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Put it all together and we should have a working filter. Right, let's see how we get on. Oh dear, I just wasted like 25 minutes because I've lost my scissors. Tried using them ones, they're crap, don't even cut a cable tie. So I suffer with like memory blanks, part of me mental health, autism, whatever you want to call it. And some people with autism, they have really good memory. They could tell you every signpost from London to Sheffield on the M1. Tell you exactly what was on every single one. You got other people that can go up to the top of the Millennium Wheel, get home and then draw the entire London skyline from memory. With me, I'm at the other end of the scale. If I do something subconsciously, like put my scissors down or put something on top of them without even realising, then I can't find them, I can't think. My memory is gone. There's just an empty bloody space where the memory should be. Is the best way to explain it. And then say it's something like my car keys that I put down or my wallet, I'll then tear the entire place apart looking for that. I mean, absolutely loopy, and then that'll cause me a panic attack. I'll have anxiety. I did that the other day when I bought that last bit of wood. Tried to get this bit of wood out, put my car keys down because they were in my hand so I could grip the wood properly, and that was a 3.5 metre piece of wood. Got that out, put it on my trolley, forgot that I'd put my car keys down, went all the way around B&Q doing my shopping, and about 45 minutes later I went to the till, paid me money, got to my car, went through my pockets, no car keys, and then I had to go search my memory, and the last thing I did when I last had them, and I was going all to the places that I'd been looking for them, And the last place I tried was where I got the piece of wood from, and they weren't there, and I went into a panic attack. And it turned out one of the nice staff had handed them in to the office. So I had to go to the office, get my car keys back, and my panic attack was over. So my panic attack came on because I got to my car and I had to leave all what I've just brought by the car on the trolley, and I was worried that someone was going to nick that stuff. So I was running around the shop like a chicken with no head. Panic, 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 panic. The only thing that helps me with that, the only medication, is propranolol, but I haven't got any. So I haven't had any for a while actually. And you're supposed to take it every day, but I find if I do that, I build up a tolerance to it, and it doesn't work. So I have to take it when I have a panic attack, and I can only have it after I've had a panic attack. And as soon as I take it, I know that helps coming, and I instantly start calming down. And it's weird because that tablet would have no way dissolved in my belly. It's just all psychological, and that's the way I get. Number 12. We need to get you a proper name, mate, other than number 12. A character from TV that's black and white. Maybe we could have a little fun competition, couldn't we? Just a bit of fun. So, Michiro Atsuri, black and white, looks a bit like a cow pattern. So we need a character from film or TV that's kind of universal, black and white character. I can't think of any. So yeah, if you want to name a fish, drop it in the comments what we can call him. It's number 12. Sounds stupid. Sounds like a Bond villain. There we go. Yeah, number 12. Let's give him a proper name. Or her a proper name. So, yeah. A little bit of a panic attack went on. Wasn't too bad because it's just a pair of scissors, but they are the only scissors I've got that will cut. I tried my mum's scissors, useless. So, right, I think where I am and carry on. Well, that's 3 cleans through, and yeah, that's better. Still a little bit high, the overflow will take care of that overnight. These guys finishing off a munch. Yeah, Dumpty, how's she doing? Yeah, looks okay actually. I'll have a look at her once we get back off holiday. Or then we have to drain this down to catch the smaller fish. Get them into the grow on. So, speaking of grow on, we have started got the cable tight, and I've used liquid black. Hopefully this is now holding. It was a nightmare to glue it together. Hasn't quite stuck there. Clean that up. Let's have a look. I need that bit there. Let's get that down a bit more. Oh, yes. Right now, I've got nothing to pinch that together. Right, let me sort that out and get back to you. Right, there we go. Cut out a new one of these. Slightly bigger, go on the top. Slide it in. And what we've done, the cable tie wasn't really staying around the pipe very well. So I put this on, clamped it on. Bit of liquid black. Put that on the inside. And then we have got the same on the outside. And that goes on top. Like so. Just pushes in. Gotta be gentle at the moment because it's not been done very long. It's a bit hard to do it one-handed. But there we go. That, and I'll sit like that one. This one to do, and then put it on the inside of the filter. I think what I might do is that one next. Clouds are coming over a bit. Oh, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll straighten that out in a minute. It's like an Olympic torch. That's pretty cool. That should stop the media firing down. There we go. So, simple. A bit tricky and a bit fiddly. Excuse me, but fairly simple to make. Right, next one. Stage one. Take the old cable tie. I've cut the top off. Then we're going to liquid black that round and put the rubber boot on the top like that one. So let's do that. So we've got the liquid black on now. Now comes the messy part of getting the cable tie on. So get back to you in a sec. Right. That one was an utter bastard. Cable tie kept coming out. Finally got it in. Just got to put some liquid black in there and a little bit around the bottom and then make the grid. But my hands, fucking hell, that's even worse. Let's see that one. Yeah. All down the tube. As you can see, this one is fairly nice and clean. That one, I'm having to hold my phone at the side. So that one, absolute bitch. Wouldn't stay straight. Cable tie kept coming out, popped out the top, popped out the bottom. As you can see, it's popping out a little bit there. But I'll try and get that in. I really can't be bothered. It's annoyed me. So we've got 1, 2, and then just make the grid on top. Sorted. Right, see if I can turn this phone off now. Well, got that in. Started to rain. I've got a brick on the top just to help it because it only just goes in the edge. It's going to be pretty delicate. There we go. So that's sorted. Let's hope it's straight. Looks fairly straight to me. So there we go. Finished off the other one. And this one has turned out about, see that, just a little bit taller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one, the shorter one, that's going to go into the static bed chamber, and the taller one is going to go into the moving bed chamber. And what that will mean is, for the water line, see the water line's here, at the top of it, that's always going to be deeper, so there's always going to be more flow going through, able to go through the moving bed chamber and then go into the filtration. So it's always going to want to be coming out a lot more. So with a bit of luck, it should work flow rise pretty well. So I'm going to pack up, put the tarpaulin on and call it a day. Done well today. Done really well today. Right. So we can have just as good a day tomorrow. Ooh, good morning, beautiful people. We're on Wednesday now, and yeah, today's job is to find out whether that pipe is held inside the filter. Now, I think it's going to be very delicate. And the thing I made yesterday, out of the rubber boot, the bit of grid and the pipe that looks like a big microphone, that's quite heavy, so you're going to have to go very, very gently. Might even have to cut a piece of pipe to go underneath so it holds it on. It's not ideal, but there we go. I know a way around it for the next filter I build, which is to put that pipe in first and then push it inside the filter, attached to the flange, glued in, and that would have been fine. But these things, they come with experience, and that's the first time I've made a filter like that. We know next time, and if I do need to rebuild it, I know exactly how to do it. So it shouldn't take as long. And that's what I've been doing. So, these guys are doing alright. Clarity, yeah, it's not clearing up much more. I think it's going to have to wait until I go away. We drain some water out, put some fresh water in. We top the salt level up. And then we'll happen after holiday probably. You can give it a good look at. And number 12 needs a new name. So if you can suggest a name, then drop it in the comments below. Right, let's go and check this pipe work. Well, so far, so good. Looks alright, doesn't it? And you got 3 airlines. There's a tiny bit of wobble on that, but what I've done is I've took that grid out. This is the second one, and we have put a grid pretty much like what we've got in the top of there. Now there is no way any media can come out of the barrel and enter my pump. Right, 2 grids on, that's perfect. Right then, let's get this pipe in. I have to excuse me camera, so I've got myself in a decent position. Right, now why is the first one a peach and the second one's a beach? So I can't get a brick on top of it, because every time I put the brick on top of it, it just falls towards me. So I'm gonna have to hope that like that it glues. Right, let's keep it like that. Try not to knock the barrel. And hopefully tomorrow it'll be set. So sometimes it's a rarity though. You can have an accident and the end result is actually better than what you actually got in the first place. So I was walking through the conservatory, kicked this barrel over, knocked the pipe out that was drying. And then I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to scrape all the liquid black out of it and try and get it back in. And whilst doing that, I noticed that this barrel was just like this little rim here, was about that much on one edge showing. So I shaved that off down in there, and lo and behold, the pipe now fits without any liquid black. So that is just literally pushed in there and it's now in, through and in here and then into that. So it's now about that deep, about a finger's deep in. We've got the barrels set together, and as you can see when I wobble it, that one has got liquid black around it just holding it in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that off, clean up the pipes again, cut the inside again like I did, and that pipe should fit back in, and it should be sturdier because underneath there there's a piece of pipe that's holding it level, and even then it's still got a wobble. This one, that is how I actually intended the system to be. Nothing underneath holding it in, pipe running through, and yeah, so we do have now, apart from redoing that, do I redo it, do I not redo it? You see that one, because it goes in, it sits in the middle. This one, because it doesn't go in, sits towards the back. It should be in the middle. It was designed to be in the middle. I think for security and safety, I am going to give myself a little bit more work. Take that off, clean it all up. Took a while to clean up, but get that hole so it will take that pipe properly. Right, so one filter system, looking good. So like I said, we can now show you how it's going to work. So that's the inlet, comes from the bottom drain, gravity fed, comes in underneath that grid and then flows up. There's going to be media in here bubbling around with the water. That's going to be moving bed. It's going to go down, through, and then it's going to return through here. Now this one is level with that. This first one a little bit higher, so it's always going to have the water level above that. So that water's always going to want to flow down there. Now that's important because it's going to go down the bottom through some media, static media this time, just 2 air hoses in there for when I clean it out. and then we come out and we go off to the UV and pump, etc. Then I've just tried to remove that from the bottom, and it is really solid. So now I'm caught in the mind, do I pull it off and risk it not going back on? Do I leave it and risk it falling off in the future and not being able to do anything about it? I'm torn now. I'll leave it, fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but is the saying. But that implies that it was done right in the first place. I'm obviously got to assume that that pipe has gone through a bit more than the other one did. See that? It's solid. So that one, you can feel how solid that is. That just, I reckon if that piece of pipe wasn't underneath it at the bottom, that would come off. Right, let's take it off. Let's do it properly. Do it properly. Bite the bullet. Do it properly. So there we go. That's better. Solid now. Took a lot of cutting and scraping. We've got a little bit more. Yeah, that should be alright. If not, I've got a feeling that one pipe might be able to get through the outside and to the inside and stick out far enough. Possibility I can get those on. Oh, it's just order another piece that's a little bit bigger. That should be fine. We'll see. We'll see. The only thing that concerns me is that little bit of a gap. Might go on off from up now and see what we do. See what we got.
Ready, go!
Look at that! It fits. Even with that gap. We're in there, fully in. And that. And that. Right. That one we will sort. That will fit. That will fit. That one's not. Yeah, that will fit. That'll fit together. That will just need a 90. Even just a little bit of a push that way. Yep. Happy days. So there we go. All ready to rock. Ready to roll. It looks about, yeah, water level's gonna be somewhere around that mark. That's pretty good. Somewhere. As long as it's above that and above that. Sweet. Alright. I'm going to call that a successful day. Right. I didn't think I'd get any more done today, but I actually have. So, awesome. I reckon that's about all I can do for this episode. Whoever won't make up its mind what it wants to do. So I can't get the tarpaulin off, just the inside getting wet. I've got to wait for the pipe inside to finish setting. That won't be ready till tomorrow, so there's no further thing I can do with the filter. Just wait for tomorrow, get the other bit sorted out. I've got one done finally, so the other one finished off tomorrow, and then we desperately need to chase Luke up, get that window cut out, and I can get the skimmer in, and I can get the barrels put in and start gluing all the pipe work together. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to nip out, get a few more bits and bobs that I need, so that once that is sorted, the window, and we can get probably the pond finished off, get the liner in, get that cut out for the bottom drain and the skimmer, get it glued in for the window, and yeah, finish the pond, finally get there. Last few hurdles. So, I'm going to leave you with these guys for a second and say thanks for watching, thanks for all the support. Amazingly, we have jumped up to nearly 100 subscribers. So there is a competition that was running for 50 subscribers. So what I'm going to do is when I get back off of holiday, is I am going to put that prize and make a prize, I think, probably a filtration system or a backy shower, and then you're going to get a chance to win both those prizes. So yeah, well, once again, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing and liking the content. It is helping, it's doing massive favours for my mental health, and once I get a decent stick or tripod, you'll be seeing a lot more of me, rather than just me talking while I'm filming something else. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we will see you in the next episode. See you later, guys.